Hello and welcome everyone to another video in the Know Your Grandmaster series. Today we are going to be talking about Grandmaster Arun Prasad, who was born on this day and was India's 18th Grandmaster. So let's know all about him. Before that, let's wish him a very happy birthday and the best wishes to Grandmaster S. Arun Prasad, who is now staying in the US. Let's check out everything about him. So, Arun Prasad was born on 21st of April 1988. He learned chess and then he kickstarted his chess career quite early. He was, amongst those top three players in the Indian age group championships, which enabled him to play for India at the Asian and World events. And in fact, there in 2004, he won the Asian Under 14 event and became a FIDE master. And in fact, he won that championship ahead of Lee Kuang Liem of Vietnam, who is now a 2700 Grandmaster. Later on, he became an international master in the same year after winning the Asian Junior Championships in Bikaner, and he, in fact, pipped his state mate Deepan Chakravarti in that event. In 2008, he became India's 18th Grandmaster, as we've already discussed, and in fact, he also joined the Indian national team around that period, and he was like at least number 5, number 6 for India back then. In 2009, he won the Scottish Championships, and he was the first Indian ever in history to win that event. Yes, and he also won a very important World Team bronze medal in 2000 in Turkey, and that was Team India's first ever medal for classical chess at a world level event. So he was an integral member of that team. And yes, later on, he won the Paris Championship as well in 2011. And in fact, he was working with BBCL, that is Bharat Petroleum, from 2007 to 2017. And in fact, he just very recently had to quit the job and he moved to New Jersey, USA, where he is working with his very good friend Panchanathan Magesh Chandran, another grandmaster. And Magesh and Arun Prasad run an academy there, the Kings and Queen Chess Academy in New Jersey, and they are one of the top coaches the of that state and that area, if not the US. And recently, like we had Grandmaster RB Ramesh's birthday yesterday, so RB Ramesh and Arun Prasad together have launched the Pro Chess training program, and he is also an integral part in that program. And cool fact is, Grandmaster Arun Prasad was also a contributor, especially for the openings part in 2008 or 9, when chess.com was just 1 or 2 years old. So Grandmaster Magesh and Arun Prasad have been contributing to openings, especially, and news articles for chess.com back then, and it's a pleasure to celebrate his birthday today. And personally, Arun Prasad was also the captain of the Mumbai Movers team in the first Maharashtra Chess League, and I was playing in that team, and Arun Prasad was the captain of the team, and he inspired us with some Rocky quotes that were from the movie Rocky. So a big leader back then, and I'm grateful for his advice back then. Let's check in with his best game that I feel in his career. He has beaten many players, many stars across. And in fact, if you just saw the list on the fact list, he has in fact beaten many stars and he's won so many events. These open events are very difficult to win if you are not winning your majority share of games. So let's check in where he beat Grandmaster Yevgeny Vorobyov in the Kavala Open in 2009. So, and in fact, this is a very nice example to learn from. Like, what if you misplay the opening, or what if you have lost a piece in the opening, and how do you generate counterplay? So after a decent opening, things start taking a turn for some complicated chess, and in fact, in this position, allowing, like, we're playing the crazy, kind of a crazy position of the Botwin. Again, it's not the same, I know, but it is a subset of that opening. And here, of course, you can't move the queen because your piece is hanging, And black could have gone h6, but the point is, after takes, he has this annoying check and you have to give up another piece. So e5, queen e7 and king d1. So that the idea is, after knight e5, white gets in rook e1. But Arun Prasad plays a beautiful game from here on, and it is all against this king. So he gives up a piece, and the point is, these pawns are going to decide the game in black's favor, and the fact that this rook is out of the game, this knight is out of the game, and this king is really not at home in this position. Of course, knight is threatening some jumps, so queen moves out of the way. Knight bd2, development is nice. Bishop d6 hitting the knight, and king bid. You see, he's not really attacking extra. Black is just moves his king out of the way. He's going to bring rook e8, and he's going to start pushing those pawns in the center. With c4, knight e4 might jump in, and of course you might see some ideas like d4 to open up this bishop on b7 as well. So black was doing fairly nice. In fact, even if you see the engine eval bar, it shows at 50-50 for both sides. And here I think Vorobiev starts going wrong here, I feel. So bishop f6, gf6. Again, you give up the bishop for no apparent reason. This it had a nice spin here. Oops. Yeah. So knight g4 again. Not really a fan, because you're moving the same piece twice, and there's not a real plan in white's position. Pawn to c4, bishop f9. You see these pawns are advancing slowly but surely. Pawn to b3 again. Now this queen is under attack. Queen d2 and d4. The point is, again, you can't take, because I think I have the simple bishop c5 to pin and win. So pawn to d4, and again white has to be worried about c3. White has to be worried about moves like bishop f4, and this queen can be trapped. Like, just a sample variation can be bishop f4, queen e2, c3, and let's say you want to kick out the bishop, or you just play something like bishop h3, and c2 is almost a checkmate. You have to give up your queen. But yeah, this just shows the power of the central pawns. Knight f6, pawn to c3, queen d3, pawn to c2 check. Look how far that pawn has gone. Again, king c1, you have moves like bishop f4 that will cause you problems. So king e2, bishop b4 hitting the rook. And again, like we discussed earlier, this rook doesn't have even a single square where it could move. Of course, white is threatening this, so black has to be careful about that. So queen e7 check, of course, hitting the knight and check. So knight e4, rook e8. Not especially worried about this because of the d3 pawn. There are, like it is also said, that two connected pawns on the 6th rank are worth more than a rook. So in fact, here white has to be worried about 3 pawns, and it is not even the 6th rank. This pawn has reached the 7th rank already. So knight d2 follows, bishop d2, king d2, and of course he can win the piece back, but Arun Prasad seals it in style with queen b4 check, king to e2, rook e4, bishop e4, and now the tickle again with bringing a new piece again, f3. Of course, you're going to hit it with f5, queen to d2. Shouldn't trade queens, come back, yep, and king d1 takes. And again, nice move. See, he's not playing bishop e4, he's not playing rook e4, he's not playing rook f8 check. Some nice patience shown by the birthday boy Arun Prasad. You're playing d3. Now, I'm not really worried about these pawns, because these two rooks are like just dead, and just a simple move of rook f8 check is going to be deadly for black. And here Vorobiev resigned, giving Arun Prasad an important win. And with this, again, guys, he has been a supreme open tournament specialist, and of course a leading opening expert, as we saw him at chess.com almost 10-12 years ago. And now he is like one of the top coaches of the US, if not the world. And he in his partnership with Grandmaster Magesh, and they're doing a great job. And you can of course avail training from him if you join the Pro Chess training program. And with that, once again, wishing Grandmaster Arun Prasad a very, very happy birthday. And The best wishes.